Welcome to the GFNY show. My name is Talia Schurman.
And my name is Luis Enrique Lemus, and we're coming back from Peru. So we have all the race news, the race action, some race tips as well, what to do, what not to do over there in Peru. We have a different course for this year's GFNY Ecuador in Manta, and also a little bit of an extension to the GFNY Lourdes, which tackles the mighty Tourmalet.
As always, we have a giveaway, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's go to the show.
So we're starting with a slightly change on the Manta Ecuador route. It's slightly because it's kind of the same, just the way out of Manta, the start city, it's a little bit different. Instead of going inwards, like inland, and then towards the Alto del Acebo, and then going down the coast, we actually go more towards the coast and then the Acebo, but on a different route. Like there's like 3 streets that get up to the top of there, and I'm telling you that this year's is a more scenic route. It's a more challenging one. It doesn't look like a steep climb. It wasn't steep climb, but they call the Ventoux of Manta, which is a long steady climb, which we did on the years before. This year it's a more lumpy but very steep climbs that will get us to Acebo. Then we go down, we go to the coast, we come back, we do the big climb, and then we go back to Manta. So this year the route is going to be 148 kilometers with a total elevation of over 2,000 meters. So the race is not easy at all. Remember, we're at the coast. The good thing is that we're at sea level, not like Peru, but also the humidity can be a factor. And now with these lumpy, steep climbs at the beginning, the race I think is going to be very, very interesting. Also, there are some changes on the other side of the world in France, next to the Tourmalet, in Lourdes, GFNY Lourdes, it has also some changes.
That's right, we launched GFNY Lourdes Tourmalet this month, and the original long course was 105 kilometers long, but that wasn't enough for an authentic Pyrenean challenge, so we extended the long road to be now 165 kilometers with an altitude gain of 4,500 meters. So there you go, a real challenge. For all the details, go to our webpage, lourdes.gfny.com.
Yeah, also if you want to check all the details of Ecuador and the new route, go to either gfny.com and look for the race, or ecuador.gfny.com. Check all the details, register, get a VIP ticket, and see you there.
Speaking about VIP experiences, we just came back from Cusco. We arrived to Cusco and then went straight to a hotel. The airport is pretty close from downtown, about 10 minutes I will say. Downtown, it's pretty amazing. Everything is walking distance. Our hotel was beautiful, nice and comfy. Food was delicious. Overall, Cusco coffee was great. Chocolate was great. There was a cuy. I didn't try it. Then we had a couple days to spin the legs around Cusco to get to know places that we normally don't have time during the race. And there's also a lot to see around the area. And another thing I have to say is the expo was pretty cool because it was on the outside. We are not used to that kind of expo, and because it was on the downtown, the historical center of Cusco, it was pretty beautiful. And then the people that was around the area joined the cyclists, it was pretty cool. And then was race day.
Yes, race day, that was a very tough one. We went straight from the gun, starting uphill from 3,400 meters all the way up to almost 3,800. So that was rough. The altitude is something that you really need to take into account. Not only the climbs, It's not as many climbing meters as Tourmalet, for example.
But you're high.
But
in
the
Cusco.
altitude. So first tip, get as soon as possible to Cusco. Not only you will get time to acclimate better to the altitude, but also you'll have a lot more time to see some other stuff like Machu Picchu, Valle Sagrado, the Mountain of Colors. There's a lot to see and eat more. So we go up, then the race goes down to the valley, down to the sacred valley, the Valle Sagrado de los Incas. Remember that Cusco was the capital of the Imperio Inca. All the route you can see some ruins, some pyramids, and some rocks on top of each other, kind of
big ones.
That was beautiful. The canyon, the mountains, the river go down to 3,000 meters, which is still very high. There you had a flatter section, which is very fast, but it's still hard because you're still altitude. And you come back and then you do all that climbing back to the top from 3,000 to 3,800 meters, which is very, very hard.
19 kilometers of climbing.
Yes,
so.
almost 20k of pure climbing. And then you just go down to the center of Cusco. The race was hard. The race was also beautiful, and definitely save your legs to the last climb, save your matches, because if you're at altitude, at a very high altitude, get as soon as possible to Cusco, not only to get ready for the race, but to enjoy more the city. And also I would recommend you to be very careful. Drink a lot during the race, drink a lot before the race because of the altitude. Get your fuel ready on race day, get your food, your gels, everything. I think I drank like 6 of these bottles at least.
No way.
Under 4 hours of racing. Racing is hard at altitude, so it's worth it. It's worth it. GFNY Peru Cusco is one of my favorite, most beautiful routes that I have ever done in the world, and I've traveled quite a bit, so that's saying something.
Yeah.
And of course, we have a giveaway. We have a ticket to this race, GFNY Peru, next year on 2022. What they need to do?
All they have to do is go to our Instagram, GFNY Gruppo, and comment on our last picture with whom you would like to go. That's it.
That's it. It's very simple. Go there on Instagram, follow us, follow GFNY Peru, and that's it. Not much you need to know. Next week, we will have Olympics story, GFNY Day, and a lot more. So, see you here next show. Don't forget to give us like, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next show.